Good afternoon. Welcome to this 5v5 scrim game. Looks like we're going to be running 1 DPS per team. This is going to be very, very interesting. See, I haven't used this in a while, but we will figure it out as we go. Deep in close quarters here. Got the red team. Ooh, we got a good hook. Excellent. Oh, we got a blink from McCree though from the other team. Mr. Master trying to come back with the flank, get a second pick. Oh, another good hurt ending. Oh, we got charged from Toby. Got denied by Mr. Master. Toby shield's about to go down though. We got a good hook on Master Me from the enemy team here. From Bubblegum. Denied hook on next team. We got a res out from Shadow. Let's back up to 5v5. Immortality use on the other team though. Oh. E-Money just got destroyed. 1v1 McCree gets settled over there, but then finishes off by X-Snake. Also just kills the other McCree. That was a pretty fast fight. Kind of a long fight too. As they sit here repositioning, they have the Ryans throwing out their fire strikes to get their ult charges. Both Ryan's looking up an ult. We have Mora's. Both Mora's having ults. Baptiste just hits. Abacus beats it. Their Mora. Poison Gun just popped off with his ult. Did both of them like that, unfortunately. For the other team. And here we are for our first point here. We'll see where blue team is going to be holding first point. We got Mr. Master and Shadow going on the flank, trying to get the high ground. We got red team and blue team fighting over on the side here. Interesting. Toby going for the charge, but gets flashed and killed. Bubblegum going in, he's back, he's in that hook. And this team fight is just going to be going over. The red team is pushing payload just all by themselves. Or pushing payload by herself. Risky on top getting staggered again, unfortunately. That's going to be a very long team fight, or delay for a team fight for the blue side. He uses Immortality Field on accident in the back there. That's kind of weird. Let's see this team fight evolve here. Ooh. No Earth Shattered on. I don't know what this is so chaotic. We missed the Earth Shatter from E-Money. Fortunately, blue team did not contest the payload at all, and red team just pushes through with no hassle. As then for the result, now red team has better spawns. We have Mercy resing in the back, Shadow Paw, and X-Nick gonna get staggered again. We got a high blue here. Holy Esco, because we had Ryan, we got Toby on Ryan blocking it. There's the hook here. We got the Moral coming in, but not really doing anything, and blue team is just not contesting at all. Oh, here we go. X-Nick coming in with a big whole hog here. Oh, big hook over here, but welcome. Not actually didn't do anything though. Didn't get the kill, didn't confirm it. So now red team's gonna have to back up now and try to re-push this. That was very close, I gotta tell you. Got damage boosted hog coming in right here, looking for the hook. Hooks the wall, unfortunately. Ooh, big Earth Shatter. Got 3 of them on. Toby could not block that. Bubblegum going in with that 3K hog here, and Mora's just there to pocket everybody to keep them alive. X-Nick's the last one left, it's really not going to matter. The red team's going to really just push that through. Got the good sportsmanship from both teams coming out. Oh.
Initiating match.
Now that was a crazy push, folks, I gotta tell you. It just seemed that blue team had no front line, it felt like. They just kept getting pushed back. Let's see if we're attacking, let's see if it's going to be any different. Let's see if the blue team's going to be pushing on the red team at all. We're going to be seeing what will happen now.
Ready for battle.
We got two different lineups again here.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
The blue team looks like they're running a solo heal back, which is going to be very interesting if that goes through. We also have the red team running more Mercy again, but this time they have Azaria are going to be pocketing AG money running here. I don't even know if going in the first person is going to be any better or not, but we're going to find out here, folks. I don't know. We have a sneaking Ryan in the back from Mora. We got found out by Soldier though, with Ruski on the top there, scouting it out. Reaper is on Ruski though. Ooh, big hook. Unfortunately, we didn't get nobody out of that. I think there's still a Reaper in the back, maybe. Reaper got out. Oh, Reaper's still in the back here, folks. We'll see what happens. Reaper's going in here. Bubblegum getting in with the pick. They have no supports anymore, and this team fight's pretty much over, it feels like. Ooh, big pin. Big pin by Toby, but does not kill G-Money at all. Now it's just X-Nick, just X-Snack, X-Nick, X-Snack. It's gonna be dying there, unfortunately. Big stagger. But we have Soldier in here, which is Ruski just gonna get staggered if he doesn't get out. Luckily he gets out. And now we're just holding him at the spawn point, folks. So a Reaper in the back line. Let's get a first percent of this, because we got red team coming up with 3 ults here. We got a switch for blue team. Ruski going for Pita, get the double healing. Big Earth Shadow, big flank from G-Money here. He's gonna get big. Oh, big Earth Shadow. We had a Reaper ult, and we also had a 4 ult, which I think was a little bit unnecessary, but we gotta make sure we clean those up. Hi Jackie, how you doing? We're watching a scrims game here. I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. Ooh, Ruski denies the charge from D-Money. Unfortunately, Toby just gets blown up, and then Ruski just dies right after. Yeah, Bubblegum gets hooked, but it's not really impact anything. And really, it's just a cleanup for red team again. Going crazy here. Bubblegum going in deep here. Well, Toby's going in for the counter charge. This is kind of just unfortunately blue team getting staggered a lot. Bubblegum getting low there. He's gonna be getting his way out. Surviving with 30 health somehow. Ooh, big hook by Ruski right here, killing that Bubblegum, killing one of their carries here. Let's see what happens now. No DPS from red team. We got Grab coming out, got 2 in it. Mr. Master going in big with the double kill from Grab. Toby just gets staggered, and Ruski is going to get staggered again, giving red team more ult charge, unfortunately. Oh, we got 2 picks here, though. It's picked by a random junk spam. And Ruski getting a nice hook on Mr. Master, both being too aggressive here. Let's see what blue team's gonna do with this now. Ruski, the blue team's just poking in right now. We got Bubblegum going in for big flank right here. Unfortunately, we got Toby lets the Earth Shatter come through. Bubblegum just cleans it up, and Toby cannot finish off the Reaper. Bubblegum gets a bubble, and unfortunately, that's just gonna be another wipe for blue team, even though it was a 3v5. We still don't have Ryan back from red team. Got big hook, just denied though. No one dies from that hook. We got a back ult that goes too far over. And that's just it for round one, guys. Red team takes it. Not us wins the round.
Play of the game.
Big Earth Shatter. We got to play with the Round one will be going to not us here. Taking big leagues. Big step towards this 3-game scrim. Now we're going to Blizzard World. I'm probably gonna be playing some more comp. Yeah, I was playing earlier this morning just for fun, just testing it out because I was having some problems, and then Ruski here wanted me to stream this, so I was like, I can do that for fun. Blizzard World, such a great map, such great ideas going out. And as we see here, we are going to be getting set up with the teams.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming.
Here we go. We got the blue team here, which I think their name was Root for Us. Got the Ryan Zarya normal comp with a Bap Toby, or sorry, Bap Sin. Here we go, red team flanking in. They're going to be running a dive comp. It's going to be interesting to the normal Ryan Zarya. We got normal, just, normal team fight going through. Diva gets on next, unfortunately. We got Xnick just swinging in, just killing pretty much two of them. Bubblegum just coming out, trying to get out. It's killed. Unfortunately, we got a stagger. No, we just got killed Diva here. Blue team holds pretty darn good for this team fight here. Surviving. Xnick kind of popping off there for the first round here. We got to see both Ruski and Xnick getting a 60% charge here for their ults. Pretty much the whole team at that point. While the enemy red team over here is going to be going pretty much sort of similar with the switch off with Diva into Zarya here to give, their Winston more of a easier dive, longer dive you could say. We got Toby over here getting dive. Unfortunately, we see G-Money missed and now Discord and just instantly blown up. That Discord being powerful. And Xnick just cleaning up everything it needs. We got Bubblegum getting out with Wraith, and this is going to be a slow team fight that blue team's going to be able to clean up. And red team's trying to go back in maybe? Ruski just cleaning up the 1v1. Might die to Bubblegum. No, Bubblegum gets out. This is a long staggered, unfortunately. Maybe what's gonna help him out? No. Bubblegum might get staggered up there. He's okay, just hiding up there. Just hiding over here. We got blue team with full ults ready to be used here. We got Bap kind of looking out, seeing if they're gonna come out through the top there. We got red team slowly coming up on ults, with Bubblegum being the first. Bubble. Oh, Ruski just getting a good pick, early pick here. Maybe we can get a res out from Shadow Paw, maybe? No, but at the moment it's gonna be a 4v5 and there's not even an ult being used yet. Shadow Paw is gonna go for the res, but I think she was there too late on getting that res, unfortunately. And this is just gonna be a staggered team fight again. We have Bap Window getting it pulled out here. Toby's poking on the high ground there, kind of giving his position away. Kind of trying to poke at Shadow Paw. Ooh, going for another dive here, getting Discord, and we got Monkey Ult coming out. Big grab from Brewski, got an Earth Shadow to follow up with it. Mercy flies into it, but Bubblegum comes out because no one cleans it up. And Bubblegum comes out top somehow with all that lifesteal from Reaper here. D-Money gonna be coming over just to clean up anything that's extra, and that is a team wipe, unfortunately, folks. Even with two big ults from Ruski and X-Nick, won't be able to clean it up. D-Money kind of just throws and jumps off, I guess. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, he was switching. He didn't want to jump. He didn't want to walk the spawn, folks. He wanted to do it the cool way and jump off, I guess. Here we go. We got blue team. Blue team's actually gonna give this little choke point up, which is just. And now we're gonna be going to this nice corner. Oh, G-Money just gets blown up, unfortunately. Got no healing, got discorded. Bubblegum up top, poking from the top, trying to see what they can do. Ooh, big hook from Ruski, but gets bubbled, unfortunately. Shadow Paw somehow gets out. Luckily by Mr. Master giving him the bubble. Another big hook from Ruski, but it's not finished off Bubblegum. At the moment, might be their carry for red team. No barrier from X-Nix, and he just gets blown up. We got big grab. No one's in the grab. Ruski gets a nice pick on the back. Don't know if that's really gonna help. We got three people chasing Ruski up there. Unfortunately, Ruski is just gonna be getting an ult charge. Just getting pushed away, unfortunately. Even with a good pick like that from him, won't be able to hold the team fight out. Right now they are 2 down. So let's see if they can do something with blue team having the better spawns here. We got Bap ult coming out. We don't know if we have really anything to follow up except with that. D-Money's shield is going to be coming out. Ooh, big Earth Shatter from D-Money and big ult. But let's see. Ruski denies most of it with space, but blue team just doesn't have presence on the front line here. As we see there, we are going to be cleaned up again for blue team, unfortunately. Got some nice poke from Bath over here. We got Reaper on top, unfortunately. Nobody's shouting him out yet. We got Ruski switching to the Reaper to try to counter Bubblegum. Unfortunately, X-Nick tries to throw that Earth Shatter, misses. We got Mr. Money though coming out with the grab and just pops 4 people there, unfortunately. Or 3 people in the grab, and unfortunately X-Nick just died before the team fight even started. Got 3 people on payload for red team. See how fast this Bubblegum actually died during that. Big pin from G-Money killing X-Nick, but Ruski kills the other Ryan. We got Bubblegum in the back fighting the McCree. McHack just dies to it, unfortunately. We got some good DPS though coming out from blue team here finally. Only if the best Zari was playing, yes. Only. We got Ruski coming out, getting a good pick here. Toby finishes off that pick. Toby finishes off both picks here. 2 great picks, and red team is gonna have to be coming out, unfortunately, for this. Some I'm trying my best. I've never really commentated before, so we'll see. Red team's coming back. We got blue team gonna be big earth shatter again from G Money. Just gonna be showing dominance to this blue team. Unfortunately, big cleanup fight, and maybe blue team might have enough time. Maybe if they pull out the Lucio, get some speedy characters like Hammond. I don't know though, folks. We're just gonna be. Unfortunately, red team's just gonna push it all the way through again, folks. Unfortunate. We had some great ults coming through, but just blue team getting pushed over again, unfortunately. Oh, Z is big? I've never heard of that dude. Who's he? Oh, and he's console? Oh, God. I will say, if they did make this, I feel like they'd have really great success if they were able to make Blizzard World into a real map here. I'd go to this place right here. Like, look, there's Murloc Island. Who doesn't want to swim to Murloc Island? But like, these roller coasters look insane and crazy. I wonder if they're ever gonna think about like building this like amusement park. It'd be kind of crazy.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Okay, so we're changing it up for red team here with the G Money going on Sigma. Sigma on the G Money. We're gonna pretty much be running everything else similar to what red team, except for the change on G Money. And for blue team, we're gonna have Ruski on Ryan now. Next, Nick gonna be flanking on the Hog. It looks like we're looking for picks at least. We got a Whack Gamer going to the Reaper instead of McCree this time, and Toby's gonna be changing from the DPS then to Ruski getting low though. Gonna have to fight in there, but Bubblegum says nope. But Ruski gets a good pick on Bubblegum. That's their damage is gone. Ruski gets picked though from Mr. Master because he has just a high damage Zarya. But they have no healers right now. They're gonna have to back out. So they're gonna have to do something here. Yeah, slowly as red team falls because they have no healers. Both getting picked off really early. Blue team has the better advantage. Oh, but G Money's going for the ult here. He thinks he can kill both of them, but luckily here Toby has an immortality heal that keeps both of them alive. Oh, X-Nix thought he could hook G Money, but G Money blocks it with his pin. But Ruski comes back with a giant slam, and this time all takes G Money out this time. Mercy deal with Rez? No, Shadow Paw and Poison Gun just die instantly. Toby's coming in with killing Bubblegum, because Bubblegum killed Ruski. And right now, blue team should be having this with only Mr. Master gaining. I'm sorry, just sitting there. Ooh, we're gonna get pushed in early, and I think that's gonna be a pick, unfortunately. That was a little miscommunication there, trying to go in like that. Red team's gonna be taking this corner, like I said last time. This corner is very big here because it allows both Ryans to get both swings in. Ooh, red team, we got Bubblegum going in for big ult here, and luckily he goes through and actually finishes everything. He gets pocketed by the Mora ult. And now it's just another stagger from Mora. From Elo Drag, who unfortunately gets staggered again from the team fight. Got a big grab from Mr. Master. And G-Money actually switches it back onto the Reinhardt. It's crazy. G-Money's going in for the pin. He gets bubbled, and Ruski just gets liberated. You don't even see him anymore. Toby throws out the Immortality Field a little bit too late, unfortunately. But does kill G-Money, which is overextended. And X-Nick gets a pick on Bubblegum, which is their main damage here. Ooh, Mercy going in for the res? No, she gets out now. She doesn't think about doing that anymore. And X-Nick gonna get picked up. Gonna be picking that Mr. Master. And it's like, now it's just a stagger for red team. Let's see what happens now. And I think so they clean up for blue team. Nope, it looks like Mora's gonna be able to get out, unfortunately. And here we go again with the red team regrouping. We got a good hook here, but Bubblegum gets hooked and just dies to Roadhog. We got a hook deny. We got a big Earth Shatter from G Money, or gets Earth Shattered by Ruski. But Mr. Master follows up with a grab, which just has all of them in it. But Toby denies all of it with a good Immortality field, and Xnick just keeping Red Team away. Fortunately, he missed that hooks, and we have Ruski in the back killing Mr. Master, which is now keeping Blue Team alive in this team fight. Elden Dragon just gets blown up from Bubblegum. For some reason, their Mora was in the back line here, unfortunately. We're gonna see this. Ruski gonna be aggressive towards G Money, seeing if he can kill him before it ults. Oh, unfortunately, Xnick. Oh, G Money just comes out with a big Earth Shatter, just denies everything. We thought Blue Team was going to be taking this home, but right now G Money says, no, I am not going to be giving up this point. And here we are again, Xnick trying to finish it off, and here we go again as Red Team just pulls it out from nowhere again, just using those ults. So crazy. Now we have Bubblegum on Echo. We're going to be trying something out. We got Mercy ult for Red Team. We got the Mora ult coming up. Both tank ults going in half. But Blue Team has 3 ults here waiting to be used. Ruski's going to be looking. Blue Team's taking high ground here. G Money misses his pin, and that's going to cost him. Oh, big bubble from Mr. Master here. Ruski says you're not getting out, though. G Money still dies, unfortunately, and Blue Team is up at this team fight. We have Valk coming out to keep the pocket that Echo. Ooh, big Earth Shatter from Ruski killing both, or hitting both. Unfortunately, they have both their items coming out. Oh, Ruski kills Shadow Pain though, unfortunately with a Mercy. And Little Dragon's gonna be pulling out that ult of Mora, making sure that this team fight is won. There's 3K coming out. We got Bubblegum coming back on Echo, thinking they could stall. She's just gonna be pretty much just stalling for point, gonna be dying. Put a hook on Xnick there. And here we go, Blue Team's pushing in, thinking they can. Ruski wants them dead here. They're going in for a big Earth Shatter. Any team's gonna be pulling that out. G Money's looking for it. Toby's using Immortality Field really early. Xnick gets a good hook out on Mr. Meister, killing that Zarya. Ooh, Ruski blocks the good Earth Shatter from G Money. Ooh, both getting pinned here. Both supports pocketing this Ryan, keeping G Money alive. Oh, it looks like G Money should have blocked that, but Ruski somehow got a hit on Mercy back there, and that's going to deny both of their healing. Here we go over here, Bubblegum getting staggered again. Let's see if he gets out. Mr. Master kind of thinking about going in. I think he's thinking that's a good idea to get out now. He's just kind of poking for damage, getting that ult charge. Seems like he wants to get up there. Ooh, big hook from Xnick and a follow-up charge from Rabbit Ruski. Ruski just to make sure that G Money dies in this team fight before it even starts. Mr. Master though gets a pick on Reaper in the back. It's gonna be pretty big. Big ult from Bubblegum gonna be Ryan. Ruski pins it just to deny it. Let's see if Bubblegum gets any. Ooh, Bubblegum gets a big Earth Shatter on Ruski, and this is gonna just deny the team fight here. We got Elden Dragon in the back trying to Mora ult, keeping everybody alive, trying to back cap. Fortunately, G Money says nope. I'm going to be there making sure that you're not going anywhere. We have the Mick-Whack? What's his name? Yeah, Mick-Whack Gaming getting out, luckily. I'm probably butchering all these names, so I'm apologizing that. Bubblegum going up for getting that ult charge here, because Echo's ult is perfectly balanced at the moment. Shadow Pain's going to be pocketing him, kind of? Yeah, there we go. G Money's getting up in their face. Rabbit Ruski wants nothing to do with it. Rabbit Ruski lets him in though. Mick-Whack Gamer going in, getting 2. Somehow Shadow Pain gets away with a res because Mr. Master Gamer gives him a bubble. And this team fight's pretty much over for Blue Team. Xnick's kind of looking to see if he can kill this G Money this time because just denied through the hook. And Blue Team needs to wrap this team fight up hurry because there's only 20 seconds left and someone still needs to touch for him. That's good, they're regrouping here, and we're going to be figuring out what is going to be happening with Blue Team. What are they going to do? Who is going to touch for him is a great question. Ruski looks like he's going to have to suicide pin onto the point. Mr. Master looking for any opportunities. Big Earth Shatter from Ruski over here, getting 2. But X-Nick in the back denying. Brewski blocks that somehow. I don't know if that should have been possible. And this is going to be a pretty solid team fight here, folks. Somehow blue team pulling it back. And actually, I've never saw that the payload actually gets pushed by rails. I didn't know if it was on a track the whole time. We gotta be saying that for the blue team, we got Ruski and Xnick just carrying the team right there with both team fights there at the end. Even with being down a teammate for blue team, they still push through somehow. And as you said, this would be a great vacation, I gotta tell you. It's a great time to go right now, huh? With everyone not wanting to go anywhere. As we see for both teams, they kind of have similar lineups here, except they have blue team running a BAP and red team running a Mercy. Blue team has 1 minute to get as far as they can. Hopefully they can capture the point and push it halfway so they have a decent amount to go against the red team. If not, red team will only need 1 tick or 1 point or 1/2 or 1/3 of the point capture pretty much progress bar. And I will explain more on that. As you can see, it says right there in the top, it says objective, attack objective A, and it's in thirds. Got some nice poke damage from both teams. Both running Mora. We're gonna see how this is going again. Xnick going for a great hook going down in there. Let's get D-Money charges in. Gets Toby, luckily. And right now it's kind of an even game still. Unfortunately, red team doesn't have we got Shadow Pain just walking next to the team like they're part of the blue team here. Interesting, and somehow she survived the longest. Somehow I can't get out of this Roadhog. There we go. Just wanted me to highlight how good Xnick is doing. Big Earth Shatter from G-Money though, just denying the point. Rabbit Lucy just ults Mr. Meister to get him out of here, and right now we're just going into overtime. And right now blue team's gonna be holding this somehow, and they will be going over into overtime. There's gonna be no more time for them. And how this is gonna work is they're gonna have to push this payload and stay on the payload as long as they can and get it to the end here. If red team pushes them off just for a couple seconds, that will be enough. Xnick does come in for a big hook though. Rabbit Ruski overcharges and goes into the backline. Luckily they haven't punished him yet, and Ruski just walks away freely. They got a hook, no one hooks it. Bubblegum's actually going on a Roadhog this time, and Xnick just pulling out those hooks out of nowhere, killing Mr. Master. Oh, Bubblegum gets a good hook on Xnick though, but cannot finish him off. Both Reinhardt shields are kind of going low. They're both slinging, they're both getting ready for an Earth Shatter maybe. Ooh, Bubblegum going in for a big ult here. This could be a big denial here, keeping all the team off, which could result. Ruski comes back though. Unfortunately, Bubblegum's ult just is too much for the blue team. It's going to be enough to hold it here. So now red team's going to have a minute and 50 seconds, minute and 49 seconds to get to where blue team was there. And as we can see, once in 20 seconds you'll see it better. This will be a highlighted oh, I can't speak. Highlighted I can't speak. A highlighted area where the red team will have to push it to. Let's just give it a second. And here it is, folks. This is where the red team has to get to win this map. And just like how blue team did it, red team's gonna have to get 3 ticks, as you can see in the middle of the screen. Capture point A, and then push it to the highlighted area, which I showed you at the beginning. They will have a minute and 49 seconds to do this, and we will see how they do. As we're going, it looks like similar team comps again as they were, except one does have a McCree and the other one has a Reaper. We will see what will be going down here. Both teams doing their poke here. Big hooks coming out, all missing unfortunately. Bubblegum looking for the right hand side flank. Mr. Meister gets a pick on Reaper unfortunately. Bubblegum gets a pick on Toby, but Rutsky gets a good pick on Shadowplane. This could be still going in the favor of blue. No, unfortunately red team will be rolling over with what they have. Still kind of even for both teams. You're gonna see G-Money is going down, so it's just Roadhogs and Moras left. Xnix carrying the team though. Gets 2 picks. And it's just the red team's Mora, Poison Dog, that's just gonna go down with Elden Dragon gonna be showing his dominance at that point. Red team is gonna have 30 seconds to push this again. See if they can capture it from blue team. Get first perspective here, folks, and see if they can get any Roadhogs to get pick here. We got a big pick from Bubblegum in the back, but Xnick denying G-Money his big Earthshatter that should have came through. G-Money just charges in and grabs Ruski right there, just gonna make sure that G-Money goes down. We have both Moros ulting. They have that camera angle, and we have both tanks going in hard. But this time, blue team's tanks are just going to be pushing through a little bit better. We have Mercy coming in on point. She tries her best to stall Tracers on Mr. Master Tracer. Fortunately, G-Money is back on. That's crazy. Robert Ruski says, "Get off the point, though. This is our map." And for that, blue team will be taking this map. And we will be going to a map 3 here, folks. Crazy game. And we see the teams deciding again for the third and final map. As the game is set up, this will be our final map for both teams, and we will see who will be taking home this mini skirmish game. This is actually probably one of the coolest, or not the coolest, but the most like thought about maps while designing. There's all the nooks and crannies that people can get through. It's kind of crazy, like how, like even though this hasn't been used in forever, but people can like, we have this little area right here. I mean, it's probably not too useful, but like, just the amount of detail and design they put into these maps.
Ready for battle.
And as that, we will have blue team defending for this round, and red team will be attacking. This will be the point that red team will have to push through, all the way down through this area. And here we go, folks. We'll be starting again. We got the bubblegum on the hog again. We got G-Money still rocking his Reinhardt. Ruski staying on Reinhardt this time. Who do we have? Xnick still continuing on the Roadhog, dominating. Oh, gets a good hook on Bubblegum. Bubblegum gets stuck in a little room. Ruski's trying to push up. Ruski might have been pushed too far, but luckily he gets the pin on G-Money. G-Money was not expecting that. Tries to charge out and just dies. Ruski tries to push up. He just knows that this teamfight is over now. He earth shatters on Bubblegum just because he can. He's just gonna kill Bubblegum. With Ruski cleaning up, getting 4 picks in that teamfight. Oh, Mr. Meister gets a pick though. Elder Dragon, and right now they are down one healer with just being Toby. Red team thinks that they should push right now. It's a good idea because they are down one healer. Bubblegum is delayed a little bit, but he should be just fine. Mr. Master is also really delayed. Both hooks getting denied by Reinhardt. Ruski takes G-Money for a ride and over there. G-Money thinks he can get away. Can he? He can. He gets healing, and Ruski gets flashed and just dies instantly. Ruski though comes back with an Earth Shatter, just denies everybody, and X-Nick over here. Both tanks carrying for the blue team. Right now, it's just Bubblegum versus the world. These two tanks. Bubblegum thinks he's gonna come back and try to get a pick here. X-Nick's just waiting for the perfect moment, standing still, hoping to get a hook. Here we go, going back to another team fight here for red team. Big hook on Bubblegum here. Big Earth Shatter, big high noon from Mr. Master. Both with Mr. Master flanking. Bubblegum wants to clean up with everything by full hogging. Unfortunately, Elder Dragon comes back and he thinks we're going to keep this point going. Hey, Olsen is trying to kill the Mercy here. Mercy actually dies. That's a really good pick. We got 2 picks here. Bubblegum says, nope, we are going to be capturing the point. X-Nick's coming back with Toby, though. And right now, blue team is still holding somehow. X-Nick says, nope, we are going to be holding this point. With reinforcements coming back with Ruski and Hack Gaming. Toby and Nick saving the point this time. G-Money's charging in, trying to get there as soon as he can before Elder Dragon comes back, but it's pretty much a 5v5, folks. And right now, so far, the only thing red team has done is pretty much capture 1 tick. Rabbit Ruski coming back from the pin. Toby's throwing out Mortality Field to keep him alive. Big Earth Shatter from Rabbit Ruski, killing Moron, killing G-Money, unfortunately. Poisoned them. Rabbit Ruski in the black is cleaning up, and right now red team needs to pull together. They have about maybe 2 pushes, maybe 3 if they're lucky. We'll see here. They're doing a pretty good job. Almost got 2 ticks there so far. 62%. We will see red team coming back, regrouping. Some poke damage coming out. We're gonna take respect to the Bubblegum here and see what's gonna be going on here. He's gonna be flanking. Oh, big hook killing Elden Dragon there. And we have Mr. Master going out killing the Hack Gaming, unfortunately, with the high noon. We got ults coming out. Rabbit Ruski does not ult. G-Money ults. Oh, Rabbit Ruski does ult, unfortunately. I thought he did, and he missed it totally. G-Money looking for Ruski. Ruski is getting out. The red team does capture it, which gives them another minute and a half, I think, or a minute and 50 seconds. Master Gamer kills Hack Gaming, unfortunately, and blue team will be pushed around to this corner. E-Money's coming in because he's got a big Earth Shatter. He wants to show dominance to blue team here. They said they've been stuck on first point for way too long. Ruski gets obliterated. Unfortunately, Toby was too late with that. The Mortality Field, which can keep everyone alive, isn't it, for a few seconds. Denies anybody's going below death, pretty much. Below like 10% of health. Pretty strong ability there, if I had to say so myself. Mr. Master going in for the high noon flank, going behind. Red team's pushing along pretty nicely here. Mr. Master looking for that flank over there. X-Nick kind of just keeping it, no hook here. Mr. Master's going to be going for a great high noon here. Gets Toby, unfortunately, and the rest of the blue team dodges. X-Nick is dealing with Mr. Master. Mr. Master won't be able to get through, and this team fight is wrapping up now because of the 2 tanks here. Alright, Ruski is going in to make sure that Bubblegum does die, does not get out with no ult charge. And red team will have to wrap up again. Ruski going for a nice Earth Shatter flank here. We'll be seeing that the other team, the Hack Gaming, unfortunately dies. G-Money charges in, just oblivious to what happened to their backline. It didn't look like that Ruski did miss his Air Shatter, unfortunately, and we'll pay for that. Like, probably giving up this point to this team here. X-Nick says that he can try to carry here by killing Mr. Master. G-Money ults Nick just to make sure he gets out. And let's see, Shadow Paw. Actually, Rez is Mr. Master. Elder Dragon tries to Dragoo tries to stall it, unfortunately. But it just gets staggered. I actually did not know what happened to Ruski right there at the Earth Shatter, but it looks like he got nobody with it, unfortunately. Bubblegum looking for a hook here, getting damage boosted, trying to get that one-shot kill. G-Money going close to that pit. Big hook from, who is it? X-Nick, but does not connect with anything. Both Moore's ult, Bubblegum solo ults X-Nick over there because he's too much of a hassle. Kills him, and now it's just pretty much cleanup crew. They have no, blue team has no tank. Shadow Paw does res Mr. Meister, so they have a full team again. And X-Nick and Big Hack Gaming just tries to do what he can, and unfortunately just dies again. Let's see, big Earth Shatter from G-Money, stopping that hog, healing the 9 more. He's all by himself on point. Does get a big pick from Shadow Paw though, just only have Poisonance for healing. Mr. Master goes for High Noon, gets Toby. Eldrin Dragul jumps off the map, unfortunately. Bubblegum cleans up everyone else on point with G-Money. Pretty crazy. Red team finishes out that strong and still has about a minute left to do for a second push, if they need it.
Initiating fetch.
Let's see what blue team does for their assault attack towards King's Row. And this map's all about robot rights, with the uprisings happening. Very detailed map, I gotta tell you. For wanting to always go to London, this is pretty close, I gotta tell you.
Ready for battle.
We're having both teams having their downtime talking, making sure they're getting good to go. Got G-Money there getting excited to get his Reinhardt going. Looks like Shadow Paw's kind of taunting him, going in the front there. Oh, and Mr. Master not going on McCree this time, but going on a Mei. Mr. Master going to be toxic here and going to be walling him off right at the beginning. Oh, look at that. Just denying that time for blue team here. Delaying him about 5 seconds. I want to be looking at just denying, just making sure point spread is way too hard for both blue team tanks here. No hooks from this time. No hooks from Jeep or from Bubblegum. As we see, Ruski does try to come in and kill something, but Bubblegum makes sure that he does not kill anybody. Toby's a little bit too late with that Mortality Field. Will probably pay for his life for that, and blue team will slowly die from this after their main tank is going down. Pretty much cleanup crew. The Hack Gaming's kind of thinking about going back in. Unfortunately, Mr. Master does kill him. And red team regrouping at this choke point because with their team lineup, Mei is very strong at denying this little area right here because she can wall it off. We will see blue team changing it up with X-Nick going off the road and going on Zarya here. Ruski going in for the big Earth Shatter here. Gets 3 and actually kills both supports on the red team. G-Money misses his Earth Shatter or might have been blocked by the bubble. So we will see clean up the crew from blue team. Oh, Mr. Master thinks he can get away with a big Mei ult. Freezing 4, or freezing 3, but there's no follow-up damage unfortunately. And red team will have to regroup from that, probably give up point. With blue team capturing it pretty darn early. Giving about another minute and 30 seconds. And as we go before, blue team this time will have to push it through just like red team to the end. We'll see what will happen. Red team's thinking a good idea, keeping this little choke point still, because they have the Mei here, trying to wall people off. Fortunately, this time the payload will deny any of that. Right hitting the wall. Rabbit Ruski just gets rolled over by G-Money somehow, gets no healing or something. G-Money's kind of getting low on health though this time. Big hook from what is it? Bubblegum, but Mr. Master blocks it unfortunately. Another big hook that kills X-Nick unfortunately, does not have bubble ready. And this is the power of having such a character like Mei here at this choke point, able to wall off any point they need. Red team holding up with 3 ults and blue team having 2 with 3 coming up. Both teams are very similar for this point. We'll see what will happen here. Big wall here keeping Ruski from his team. He almost died for it though. Ruski somehow gets out of the wall. Bubblegum kills their support though, and blue team will have to go back and regroup, with X-Nick getting cleaned up in the following process, unfortunately. Mr. Master blocking him off, just making sure that they regroup for sure this time, I guess. Or maybe just denying some time on the bank. All support's taking high ground this time, looking good. They can't get picked off, except for maybe Mei. He's trying to kill him right now. Mr. Master throws out the ult, and both supports are actually kind of too far away, with G-Money going with the big 4-man Earth Shatter here. Big click going in with the mana with the blade over here. I can't speak with the Reaper ult. Unfortunately, he got nobody, but Bubblegum shutting him down. X-Nick's gonna get cleaned up by both tanks, and Toby unfortunately gets staggered way too far. And Mr. Master messed up his wall, so he will be taking that down. And right now, red team is holding the blue team back. We'll see what they do now. Blue team in there discussing what they're gonna do. Unfortunately, Mr. Master keeps him out. And red team is thinking about going in, trying to kill him, but too late now. They gotta get out when they can. Let's see, after the great huddle from blue team, oh, they pulled out the Mr. Master. They used his ice wall. Both cooldowns from Mei. G-Money misses his Earth Shatter, goes for the pin. Ruski reading him like a book. Unfortunately, G-Money just gets destroyed by Mikhack here. Ruski's getting beat up from Mei in the front, just unbelievably. And so far, blue team is actually pushing through this choke point. Oh, Mr. Master has another Mei ult this time. Toby throws out his ult pretty early, or his immortality pretty early. And right now, Mr. Master does no damage right now because of it. Cannot finish off anybody that's frozen. And we have G-Money and Shadow Pain going in the right-hand room here, and somehow Shadow Paw will actually pay for it. With both Moras using ults this time. And Elgin, what was his name? Elgin Jabu going off on his Mora ult. Hopping and killing 2 there. G-Money's thinking about going in. We do have a stagger of Bubblegum in the back here. Will Bubblegum get out? They have 3 people going for him. He does ult here to keep him away. He actually kills 2 here. That is so big, and Toby couldn't get there to immortality field it. He kills 3 in the back line here. This is already a team fight already won, and Ruski will be retreating, and Toby is slowly trying to get away, and it looks like he will, unfortunately. Wow, that was crazy, I gotta tell you. Bubblegum throwing him back in the game. Blue team does have about this. This is probably their last push here. We will see if this will go to a game 4. Or a game to finish this off. Ruski gets a good charge here. No support for G-Money because they have the Roadhog, no bubbles. Mr. Master still here, and Ruski pounding hard into him, trying to kill him, but they're pocketing him really hard. And they don't pocket him hard enough because Ruski dies. Shadow Paw's gonna pay for his life for trying to pocket him. And in the back, Bubblegum just popping right here, thinking he can try to. Can he do it again with a 3K? No, unfortunately he does not have his ult, and he will die on payload pretty much. Blue team is not out of this. They have 1 minute and 30 seconds to get to the other side where red team got to. Can red team stop this push, or can blue team get through so they both have a chance at competing for this win? Mr. Master poking on the left-hand side here, both tanks going in. big Earth Shatter from both sides. No one protecting either team. Ruski tries to go back to be more defensive in the lane. That might have punished him there. Unfortunately, G-Money picks up his Earth Shatter faster and kills everyone there. With red team being a little cocky there, emoting, we'll see what happens now. Mr. Master trying to deny him off with walls. Missed his wall there. Big grab from X-Nick now. We will see both Moros popping their ults. Mercy popped her ult. Just try to keep red team as long as they can. Ruski gets a big Earth Shatter denying 2 people. Toby throws in Mortality field just a little bit too far. Gotta practice that football aiming. Mr. Master throws in big Mei ult and denies blue team on point. Lets their Reinhardt die, unfortunately. They hack gaming going in for a big blade, or big Reaper ult. Does not get anybody with it. Mr. Master denying, just being a little bit too sticky for the blue team in there, going in the backline, freezing everybody. Ruski is back again, seeing if he can do anything. Does not touch, and red team does win this. To a 2-1 victory. And that will be the game, folks. Very close at the end. Fortunately, red team does take it. And that seems like that is where we're going to be left off here. Thank you for so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.